Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my first impressions of my ivywoc. I'm going to show you what fits, and I'm going to do a comparison to the Chanel wallet on chain or Chanel WOC. So here is the ivywoc, and this is in the giant monogram, and it's turtle dove and cream empreinte leather. So I'll give you a close look. And it comes with this shoulder strap, which can be shortened to a short shoulder strap or left long like this. And it comes with this beautiful chain, which you can also use as a shoulder strap. Now, the drop on this is really, really short, guys. So just kind of be aware of that. If you're going to use it on your shoulder, it doesn't really work that well because the chain kind of slides. I mean, you could wedge it there, but it's not really the best because it's up in your armpit. But you can carry it in the crook of your arm, or you could just hand carry it, or use this as a handle and just use the chain as a decoration. It all works for me. Now, the strap adjusts from the long shoulder length, and it's one of these where you have to pull it apart, push, and it slides, and then you can snap it, and now you have a short shoulder carry, and the drop is somewhere around 9 inches or so. It's about the length of the pochette accessoire. Basically comes the same length. So I have to say, I've worn this long shoulder carry, and I really like it long shoulder carry. And one of the reasons why, the main reason why, is because this strap is the exact right size to lay on your shoulder and not move. Even with a puffer coat, like a nylon puffer coat, this just sits on your shoulder. It doesn't fall down. It doesn't roll off. It doesn't do anything. It just sits, and you can do whatever you want. See that? Look. See how nice it just kind of rests there? It's not too thin. It's not too thick. It's just right. So I could wear this the whole day, and I've worn this for probably about 4 days straight. Walk, do whatever I need to do, and I don't have to worry about checking to see if my bag is in the right spot. Because you know how sometimes you're walking, you kind of feel like, your bra strap. Like you could feel that shoulder strap just sort of move or sort of like drift down your arm. It does the same thing when you have, a shoulder strap that just doesn't want to stay. Again, this is a really short, long strap. And when I say a short, long strap, it's only 17 inches. However, you can buy some extenders, chain extenders, and I will show you what it looks like with the extenders, just to give an idea of how short the strap actually is. Because honestly, when you hear numbers, those numbers kind of don't mean anything unless you actually see the item. That's the way I always feel, because it's hard to picture in your head. So here's what it looks like just on its own. I mean, it's a boob bag. I guess I could kind of wear it, like a bum bag like this, which I think is just hideous for me. I mean, I'm not saying that bum bags are a bad thing. I just don't like them on me because look, 1, 2, 3. I have 3 boobs now, and no, that's not going to happen. Because this is a really short strap. And again, I'll show you where it comes to if I just have it hanging from my shoulder. And just about 5'4", and it hits the very top of my hip. So that'll give you an idea, if you're around the same size, where this bag is going to come to you. Because your shoulder and your hip measurement is going to be the same no matter what, no matter how you're built, or no matter how wide you are or not wide you are, or chubby or not chubby, it's going to be the same drop, okay? So that'll give you an idea of exactly how short it is. So if you're any taller than me, which a lot of people are, it's going to be really, really short on you. Now, keep in mind that LV has models on the website that are maybe 20 years old, and they probably weigh like 110 pounds and they're 5 feet tall. That's not the majority of people. I know a lot of people in their head think that that's the way they look, but we all know, especially if they're a certain age, we're not really looking like that. So the chances of that bag fitting us the same way, it's just not going to happen. But your young teenager may be able to still wear it that way. But let's just face the facts, guys. Even if we're in good shape, we're still adults and we have adult bodies. And if you have any kind of boobs, it's not really going to work with a strap that short. So, okay, I'm off my tangent now. So let me show you what fits. Here's the layout of the bag, and I've preloaded it with my train pass and my building pass from work. And you could see that that's the only pocket. There's a little pocket behind the card slot, and then there's the pocket, the zip pocket in the front. And I had some dollar bills and $5 bills, cash, let's just say cash, in that pocket when I was using it. So there's a couple of different ways that you could pack this bag. So, oh, I have to get back to, I'm going to get back to that shoulder carry in a minute. So anyway, you can fit in a Chanel O case, a key pouch, and you could still have room for your phone. You see there's enough room there to put your phone. If you wanted to carry an additional card holder, it's really going to be a tight squeeze if you put a phone here with the card holder, because you could see that it's kind of making it a little bit of a problem to close it. Now, this is leather. The website does tell you that this is going to get more supple over time, which means this is going to get softer, and I don't want to say less structured, but it's definitely not going to be quite as boxy as what it is now. This flap is going to start to soften. The sides are going to start to soften. And when it does get softer, you're probably going to be able to hold a little bit more in. So I say use the card slots, use the pocket in the front, and ditch the additional card holder when using this bag. You could also, and I'm leaving my keys in here because I really want to show you, I have to carry my keys. If you wanted to carry the round coin pouch that goes with the Neverfull BB, that will also fit. So I have some cash in there. You could use it like that. And then I have a lipstick here, and I'll show you. You have plenty of room for a lipstick, and then your phone as well. So put that in, and then you could see there's more than enough room behind these things to slip your phone, because I've used it. There's no back pocket, and you kind of don't need the back pocket because everything fits inside. And I really would consider this more of a small bag than a wallet on chain. So before I do the comparison with the O case, let me show you what this looks like with the extenders, because it does look nice. So I have these pearl extenders. I'm going to attach them to the strap and show you where it comes. So these are 2 inches a piece. So 18, 19, 20. So I'm making the strap somewhere around 22 inches by adding these extenders. Maybe very, very slightly longer, but let's just say approximate. Because a lot of people know when they look at strap measurements and the length, what length is going to fit them well. So I'll show you with one. And I will wear the pearls probably so that they're showing, but I'll show you what it looks like with just one. And the one does make a difference. So you can see this is more of a regular drop, but it's still really short. The bottom of the bag is sitting almost at the top of my hip now. But if you wanted to, you could get away with it. And then with the both extenders, let's see. And just a little FYI, you can also put lip pencils, you know, and small things in that zipper compartment in the front of the bag. Now, I don't know if the monogram is going to be as malleable as this is. This is leather, so it gives a little bit more. So the black on front will probably also be able to hold the same, but I don't know about the WOC. Now, look at what a huge difference this is, guys. Check it out. Let's just fix this. Now, you see where this is? This is now touching the top of my hip and hanging much, much lower. This is actually even almost a little bit too low, but it's fine. If I were wearing a coat, it will work fine with my coat. So you could definitely use that extra little bit of length in the wintertime if you're wearing a heavy coat. And, you know, a lot of us need to wear that heavy coat. So let's compare this now to the Chanel WOC. So here's the Chanel WOC, which you're all familiar with. I can get inside my WOC, and I know this from memory. I could get the key pouch. I could get a card holder in the center compartment. I unstuffed it just for this reason. There's enough for those things in the center compartment. And you really need to use like every square inch of this, but it works. So here's my key pouch. Here's an additional card holder. Here's a lipstick. I've done a video about this. So kind of showing you what's going to fit in the WOC. So here's how that fits in here. And it's tight, guys. I mean, it's tight, but it's doable. There's a lot more room in the Ivy. So let me do a little side by side, and you can see one compared to the other, how it looks. So visually, you could see that the WOC is a very, very little bit taller. And on the bottom, it's more narrow. Probably not holding this right. Okay. So you can see the WOC is a little bit more narrow. There's definitely more room in the Ivy. And then lengthwise, the Ivy's got at least like 1.5 inches. We want that 1.5 inches, Winnie. So here's the way that they measure up. See, here's the WOC. It's a little taller and a little bit shorter. And here's the Ivy. So again, this is more of a wallet on chain that functions like a bag. And this to me is more of a bag that functions like a wallet on chain. Just my opinion. So I hope that this was helpful if anybody was thinking about buying this. I think it's a fabulous, fabulous bag. I will do like a 6-month review once I've had it for longer. Just give you any updates if I have any pros and cons. And, you know, I really can't foresee any. It looks like this is staying around because they've just released it in a new style. And oh, by the way, the new Malibu that's coming out with the Vernis collection is the same layout as the Ivy. And that Malibu was out like 12 years ago. This is a brand new style bag, but the Malibu has been back and then back around. So just kind of giving you a little heads up. So if you're interested in that Malibu, it might be one that you want to consider if you want a Vernis bag. So that's my first impressions. Thank you all for joining me. I will see you on my next video. And for now, have a great day. Bye.